for later. What's up, you guys? Well, I am excited to be here on today. I'm going to tell everybody to take a moment and put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Make a decision to be here in the room on tonight. I do have a charge for you guys, like for real, for real. I know Lanisa will be on here in a moment. But as always, we want to honor Lanisa and we're just so grateful for you, grateful for everything that you do, for your heart, your compassion for us, the way that you serve, the way that you show up, the wisdom that you give. We appreciate you so much and we honor you on tonight. Yes, thank you for the communication. If you are not able to come into the room, thank you for communicating. It's always a blessing and something that should be reciprocated as we do that and as we grow as leaders here in this space. And so I want to talk to you guys tonight about the charge to help people. And that may seem so simple, but I mean the straight up charge to help people. We get paid for two things here, y'all. Like straight up, two things we get paid for: signing customers, signing business partners. And we don't even really get paid for signing business partners per se, unless you closing a foreign friend and you're a branded distributor. Otherwise, you don't get paid for closing distributors. You get paid for helping distributors make money. Let's talk about the passion to help other people. The passion to help other people. And let's just have an honest conversation. This call is great because you make it great. Not because of me personally, but because of all of us coming together and again, like I said, being the iron that sharpens the iron. And one thing that I'm observing, I'm just gonna be blatantly honest because I know most of you guys who are actually on here are not on my team. The one thing that I am seeing over and over again is the unwillingness to serve at a from a place of humility. And it's crazy because it's kind of what we were just talking about on our book club. Serving from a place of humility. And what I mean by that is that there is a cap to your servitude. Is there a cap to your servitude? Is there a certain point, like you're only willing to serve to a certain point? And I can guarantee the answer is yes. I mean, the question is, what's your cap? I asked my leaders on last Saturday, I told them, I said, does your work ethic match your belief? That's what I asked them. I said, does your work ethic match your belief? Tell me in the comments what y'all think the answer is. Yes, it does. You say no because you don't understand that what you think you believe is not what you believe. Your work ethic matches your real belief. The way you show up is inevitably what you really believe will work for you. I promise you. Because that's where self-sabotage comes into place. And Felicia, I see you in the, oh, okay, sounds good. Thanks for the communication. I truly, subconsciously, you will move and you will rise to the level of your belief. But I saw some of y'all say no. So let's talk about that. Who said no? Who want to tap into that? Tell me what came to your mind.
You want us to come off mute?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk. Dialogue.
Um, the right answer is yes, but I think you have to, for me, I have to work my way up to that belief. That's one. And two, obviously, the way I work is saying one thing, but my belief is saying something else. So that's why I said no, because it's not matching, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah, no, this is good. So, what I would submit to you, and I'm just going to ask a question: do you really believe what you think you believe?
Initially, no, but now, yes.
Tell me more.
Um, Maybe because I'm older. I'm just telling from my
No,
perspective.
go ahead. Wait, this is you're
Maybe
talking. This
because
is your
I'm
perspective.
older. Maybe because I need a little more time in coaching and it's just taking me a little longer to click. I am a stay-at-home mom for 17 years. So I've been out of the workforce for a long time. So me and my family beat to our own drum. And coming into this, I have to get disciplined again. I have to get on a structured schedule. We have a schedule, but it's our own thing. So for me now, I have to get into that mindset. Oh, I'm running a business. And it's not foreign to me because I used to run a restaurant for 10 years. So you know how God put you in places and setting you up, and it's like, okay, this is why I did that for this. So I tap into that memory from time to time as to how I showed up for work, how I was disciplined, how I was able to move up in the ranks and stuff like that to compare it to my journey now. And I know I need to get back there. I need some conditioning, some fine tuning, and I'm truly working on myself to get to that point. So, like I said, when I first got into it, I've been here 3 years. So when I first got into it, I thought I was running off of someone else's belief. And it just took me a little longer. I'm dealing with menopause, a whole bunch of challenges, which is no excuse, but my body is going through changes. um, so for me, the belief is catching up to my work ethic now more than before.
Mm. You just said my belief is catching up to my work ethic. So does that mean that your work ethic is ultimately what's in control?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because it shouldn't be. Your belief should be what's in control.
Understood. Yeah.
And so I think the question is, what do you believe?
I
What do you
believe that it
believe?
is possible to make $3,000 to $5,000 a month. I do believe that I could make six
Let me
figures. I
stop you.
do.
Let me
Go
stop
ahead.
you real quick. Let me stop you. Sorry. Look, can I interject?
Mm-hmm.
You said, I believe that it's possible,
Mm-hmm.
right? Guess what? I believe that it's possible to win the lottery. I believe it. I legit, I mean, we believe it, right? We people have won the lottery. But what does that mean for you?
That I have to scratch a lot of tickets to get there.
No, because if I believe that I'm going to win the lottery, I would invest a lot of money in the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
Because but it's not. I believe I can win. I believe people who invest a lot of money in the lottery. I ain't saying this, but the people who really believe that they about to win the lottery, ask them how much money they spend on the lottery each month. They ain't
Yeah.
spending $5. They're
Yeah.
not spending $5, baby. They think they winning. So every time they go, they get in their car. They probably playing somebody lotto. Okay, now you
Mm-hmm.
don't even got to get in the car to play the lotto. So there's a big difference from I believe it's possible to this is going to. I just said this. This is going to happen for me. This is going to happen to me. So it's really, and this is why I say, does your work ethic match your belief? Yes, because if I believe, said it on the opportunity call. Yeah, I said this to our potential distributors. I said if you believe that your this business is for you and that you're going to start it, nothing will stop you from joining us. Nothing. And I want to tell you guys, if you believe your business will work for you, nothing will stop it from working. But you have to go from it can work to it will work.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're in a place of this will work for me, you have to become the person that it works for.
Mm-hmm. I understand that.
And so then you don't allow yourself to give your reasons. Because reasons are real. I don't negate your reasons. Reasons are real.
Mm-hmm.
But can I submit something to you? You have how many children?
3,
How old are your children?
29, 17, and 15.
All right. If that 15-year-old and 17-year-old needed something, would you believe that you could get it or would you get it?
I will get it.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that right, Ms. Denise?
Yeah.
Period. Them
Yeah.
kids gonna get what they want. That's where you need to be when it comes to your business. But I think
Mm,
the biggest thing that people don't that people realize, and if y'all gotta talk in the comments, y'all just watching her. But if y'all feel her, y'all need to say something in the comments. If you witness Denise, like let's see it in the comments, because I think the biggest thing is honestly our business is for us. As much as we say we have a why to change the trajectory of our families' lives and all these big reasons, your business is for you. It starts being for you.
mhm,
Who gets better by being in business? You. And so because it's for you, we negate it. And I
mhm,
don't know where this is going tonight, but a lot of times we negate it because of how we love ourselves.
mm. It's deep.
And it is. And I'll tell you, the more you fall in love with yourself, which I believe that this business helped me do that 1,000%. As this business helped me fall in love with me, I show up different.
Mm.
I show up different. And so the question is, I mean that gives you so many questions right there, huh, Miss Denise?
Mhm, yeah,
But you
yeah.
do know the biggest thing though, when you love yourself, and it's crazy because I just listened to Lenisa, your call with my mom the other night. So it's crazy. This is just flowing right in alignment. But when you love yourself, everyone else gets better. Everyone attached to you is blessed by you loving yourself. How does my house function the way that it does? How do I show up the way that I show up for my business? It's because of the way that I love myself. And so I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, and I could show y'all. I don't even know if y'all be able to see it. My arms are swollen. You can kind of see it. It's bruised and everything. I got 16 shots today in a matter of 2 hours. 16. So did my 17-year-old, and so did my 4-year-old. We all got shot up today. Praise God for insurance. But I mean completely lethargic, right? And I could easily be like, I'm taking some Benadryl. Like, I have every reason to do it. I do. I have a reason. I do. I got 16 shots today, and I got to get 16, 12. I got to get 12 on Tuesday. Like, I have a reason. I've been up since 4:30 this morning. But I love what I get to do. I love it. And I love myself enough to show up for me. And so, shout out to y'all for showing up tonight. But I'm going to submit to everybody by way of Miss Denise that there's a higher level of showing up that you should be doing. And you may be just doing bare minimum because it's just enough to stay alive, not enough to live, not enough to thrive the way that you're supposed to thrive, not the way that will stretch you, because stretching is uncomfortable. Getting up at 4:30 is uncomfortable. And here's the thing. I got up at 4:30 to pee, and everything in me, my team know, I wanted to lay back down, okay? Give me 20 minutes. But if I would have laid back down, it would have been a solid 6:30 by the time I got up. But I promised myself I'm getting up at 5 a.m. So that ain't gonna work. Because what? I love me. And I need to be able to get what I need done for me. And getting up at 5 a.m. allows me to do that. And so that same energy that you giving them kids, I'm gonna need you to give yourself double that. And that's when your business begins to change. So that was good. Well, I want a response from you, Miss Denise, if you have one. Does that make sense? What do you think about
It
that?
does. I never even thought of it that way. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to connect it all. So just thank you for that perspective.
Good. So good. Because I'm going to tell you, 3 years is too long, but I'm glad you're here. I think whatever time it takes for you to get it, it takes it. But I think it's time for you to wake up today and say that Denise is worth it. And once Denise becomes worth it, that 15-year-old will be blessed. That you said 17, that 17-year-old will be blessed. That 29, you'll be blessed. Everything attached to you will be blessed because of that. Who else? That's good. Who else said no? You like, I don't want to say nothing. Now, I'm not one. Y'all was look. One of y'all other y'all said, I seen it. I seen y'all respond like Miss Denise. Who was it?
I want to
We
jump in
talked
and
about.
say something.
Oh, go ahead,
I want to
please.
say something because Denise, I want to first applaud you. You know, I know your story, and you did. You hit it on the nail. Discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Got to stop running from it. But there are a lot of people that are sitting here in silence that you all really can relate because you running from discipline too.
Mm-hmm.
And we find every excuse in the world to not slow down and have enough discipline to care for ourselves. And there is no way. God is not a God that goes against his own word. He is not. And what do I mean by that? He says, above all things, if you want to remember anything, what love him with your mind, body, and soul, and love your neighbors as you love yourself. Well, if you don't love yourself, that means you ain't loving your neighbors. And if you're not loving your neighbors, how are we going to let you grow your business? Because how can your business grow? Because you got to love somebody else the way, but you don't love you. So I can't even let your team grow because it's going to be a vicious cycle here, baby girl. I need to wait. I just need you to pause and get to know you. And you come over here and you wonder why the business is not growing. And he's saying, I need you to grow first. And the minute you start growing, the whole business will grow. And Denise, that's what I want you to hear. But it ain't just you. And I love the fact that you keep showing up because you are fighting. But I need you to fight harder, girl. We ain't got that much time. We over that hump.
I know. I
We
know.
don't. So I'm gonna go back and go mute, but Rachel, you shouldn't have to be. I know this, a lot of people identified with themselves. So what is it gonna take for you to be disciplined? Come on, talk about your challenges of being disciplined. Because the only way we know how to help get you past it is for you to one, admit it, and then in admission, there's a lot of knowledge and wisdom on this call. And we'll be able to help set you free. But a closed mouth does not get fed. And you know what? That's the trick of the enemy. There's something called pride, especially in the Black community. All what happens around these four walls, they don't go out of this house. You keep it right here. Don't you say nothing. You be quiet. You being quiet is keeping you stuck and hurting. And this is a safe space for that. So go, Rachel. Go, Rachel.
The themes are reoccurring. Okay, like we literally just got off a call talking about the struggle to connect in terms of communication, because we were talking about the art of vulnerability and how can you really even connect with people without the art of vulnerability. Like, is that really even a thing? And I was expressing how I don't feel like somebody really cares about me if they're not willing to be vulnerable and share part of their story, because stories is what people resonate with, right? The stories is what people connect to. And when I know your story, and you care enough to share a part of your story, especially, a part that I've never heard before, it helps me, especially if you believe that it will help me in this moment. It transforms everything. And so, yes, absolutely. Um, yes, that was so good. I agree. And Miss Denise, you are not alone. 1,000%. And I kind of want to, before, just the art of discipline. I prayed in the beginning, and this has been something that I've been praying recently as I've been jumping on these Zooms, is allowing ourselves to be the iron that sharpens the iron. And I submit that some of you guys don't see yourself as iron. And because you don't see yourself as iron, not only will you not show up to be sharpened, because you can't sharpen wood, you cut it. It actually damages it, right? If you take iron to wood, it's going to hurt it. It's gonna damage it. And you also can't sharpen iron as wood. And so then you don't feel valuable in the situation because you're not showing up as the iron that God already said that you were. And that goes back to the beginning of the conversation, not realizing who God called you to be, and that in loving the person that God has called you to be. And then that goes back to the conversation. Maybe I should call on Miss Cassandra to talk about that, because maybe you're supposed to share a portion of your testimony and what God is bringing you through. Because she talked about introspection and how it takes you have to actually look inside yourself when you're not showing up as the person, or when you're hearing things that you shouldn't be hearing or whatever. Go ahead, Cassandra, because I can't say it the way that you said it. So now this.
And we were talking about being empathetic and how what keeps us from being able to understand somebody else is because we're having trouble understanding something in ourselves and just being introspective. Like for me, I think I find myself weary a lot. Just with what goes on with my son and all the things. So, and Rachel had asked us one time, what do you do when
They don't know you though. So
Oh,
can
that's
you
right.
share a little more
So
about
I
that?
have a son that is on the spectrum. And right now he is having some really challenging times at his school. He's been suspended. He's had all these detentions. His behavior has become very aggressive. And and I get maybe probably a minimum of 2 calls a day sometimes from the teacher. So it's just like every day it just seems like I'm being beat down and I'm feeling very weary. So when it's time for me to take that time to work on my business, I am mentally, physically, emotionally exhausted. And so Rachel had asked, what do you do when you feel overwhelmed? And I told her that I pray and I cry. And so when I was praying to God about this, I've been praying to God about this week about, Lord, how do I get out of being weary? And he said, you need to stop doing things out of your own strength. And just really relying on the Lord and then entering into his rest. Because if you're always constantly thinking about the situation and mulling the situation in your head and this, you don't have time to really enter into his rest and really be dependent and take your self-sufficiency out of it. Like I used to be a single parent, but now I'm married. But then sometimes even in marriage, I feel like a single parent. And so then but understanding who I belong to and just really being dependent like the child that I am. And so that's what I've been focusing on this week, is entering into his rest.
I was trying to see what Lunisa wanted to say back to that, but I first of all, thank you.
You
I'm gonna
know,
say that. Yeah,
I took a whole breath on that one.
yeah.
Cassandra, I know you. And when we really understand the power that we have in being still in hearing, truly hearing what God needs you to do, we would slow down so quickly and not allow the world to keep us in a high note all the time. It's like, and you never come down. Y'all, that is such a trick of the enemy. And what I'm getting ready to say to you, and I need everybody to hear my voice. If you're on here and you truly believe you are a child of God, please stand in your power. Stop allowing the trick of the enemy to get you off a course. Cassandra, what we know about you, what we know is that your voice is so powerful when you use it. And you know it, there is nowhere you can go and not somebody ask you what you do, how you do it, where you do, how you done it. So if the enemy can keep you consumed with your son, he is going to do that. You need to stand in your power and say, Daddy, I surrender it all because I can't carry that way. If you want me to truly walk the way you need me to walk, then you got that one because I can't do that no more. And you watch because you believe it. But see, here's the problem, Rachel. That's where it is. We don't believe. We keep all saying we believe, but we really don't believe. We the same people that went in the boat with Jesus and we watched him calm the waters and do all, but then when something else came, we were like, oh, we're gonna die. No, did you just not see what I just did? Y'all, we all got that moment. We all do. So ladies, what are you gonna do? We need to get up tonight and decide we're gonna fight. Gentlemen, we're gonna fight. See, that's where Rachel is. See, Rachel understands where she is, why she's here, and what the calling is on her life. And I don't care what you do. She gonna be respectful, but she gonna get up and do what she gotta do. See, that's what you gotta get to. You gotta get so hungry. And I love when she used that analogy. Y'all not hungry. See, when you're hungry, you like that little person that sit on the corner, that little crackhead that wake up every morning and saying, I'm gonna get my need fed. I don't know where it's gonna come from, but I gotta get that high. And you know what? Every day they get that high. They figure out because they were hungry. Guess what? You need to be hungry for that calling that's on your life. I promise you, if you right here, there's a calling on your life in this time because there's so many people that are hurting. If you hurting, don't you think somebody else is hurting? And God has put you in a company and put you in a community, a true community that says, guys, you ain't got to do this by yourself. Let's go take this wealth message. Let's go take this health message. But more importantly, let's go take this him message and let's go heal some people. But we can't do it when you don't know the power that you got. Okay, Rachel.
Yeah, so Nene just asked in the comments. That's good. So Nene just asked in the comments, she says, what if it's due to being cautious?
Say that again.
So Nene, are you asking what if your hesitation has to do with being cautious?
Right. Well, first off, before I speak, I want to commend I came on late, but I want to commend both ladies for just coming forward and sharing because it made me, I want to make sure I say this in a way that's not offensive, but it made me look at their situation and look at mine and say, girl, you're making excuses, but in reality, it's not excuses. So I commend them for showing up and giving it their all and sticking with it and going for it because that's not something that I've done. I came in at a time where I was going through a transformation. I actually met you and you saw like in the flesh, you came to see me in the flesh. And it's like, now that I'm out of that place, and I know that it was only God that got me through that hard time, basically going through homelessness, sleeping in my car, trying to stay with family, losing over $20,000, paying it out, helping everybody, nobody helping me, kids separated, illnesses. Like it was just so much. But this is something that helped me. But in coming out of that, it changed a bit of me. Like it made me more cautious of speaking to people, because when they tell me these stories, like, because like, let's be honest, we don't just speak about the health. Other things come up. And when they start sharing these stories, you have it's something in me that feels it and I want to help them. So it makes me cautious, because now I'm at a place where I'm in peace. I can move. But I've found that since I've been in my move, I've not really, it's like I'm just stuck, because it's like, do I speak to people? Do I interact? Do I want to risk that? Like, do I want to risk this sense of peace? Because I know what I go after shall be given to me, because my desires have always been given to me. But it's like, do I risk disturbing the peace? Because that's something that's very precious to me right now.
Ooh, girl, can I?
So how do you help God's people? And not just this, like even with my other business, I was making a lot of, and I've let go a lot of business, I let go a lot of everything. And it's just like, I want to go out into this new city. I know none of my neighbors. I've been here 2 months. I have the perfect opportunity to do vendor parties, but do I want people coming over in this space, potentially bringing these bad spirits and demons and latching on to me? How do I protect that and just like shut it down? And like, I don't know, like it sounds selfish, but when you've been through that, it's hard to open up again, especially when God has given you a second chance.
Okay. All right, girl. You couldn't. I love you. I love you. I love you. You couldn't have asked the better person. So let me kind of give you my life story, just real quick. 2004, married. I lost my mom in 2001. 2004, we were told we were getting ready to lose our home. My ex-husband, well, he was my husband at the time, said, well, what you getting ready to do? Because you've been a mama at home. We better figure this out. And I'm like, well, what do you think I'm going to do? And he's like, I don't know, but you got to figure something out, because you can't be no whatever. What you doing? And so he then goes and joins a multi-level marketing company. And I look at him like, man, you have lost your mind. It didn't help my mama. It ain't going to help me. Well, here, let's fast forward. Because I had God put me not to quit. He had put me to a place that had lowered my IQ, my I quit level, that I went on in a place that I made nothing. I went on averaging $40,000 to $80,000 per month. Per month. Let me hold it per month, until I decided to walk away from the industry, because I knew it was taking my soul. And it took my soul to the point, girl, I crashed.
Yeah.
I hit bottom. And I said, I will never, ever again put myself back in that position. I don't care about the money. I don't care. I'm moving, Lord. I'm moving. So since then, I started something else, and then went on and was doing it and started making a little money, girl. But God, I don't want to go back in that world. Nope, that's not my world. Can't do it that way. I don't want to disturb my peace.
Because people use you, man.
Well, let me tell you something. You know what God showed me about 3 years ago? When he said, there's a reason I allowed you to go through everything that you have gone through. You thought all this was about you. But the key word is that gone through. And I watched you speak hope into a lot of people's lives. But you thought you were speaking hope about a business. See, you got it twisted. You started measuring your value both on what your money was, what your title was, and that's why you lost your soul. But see, now I need you to understand, if it's never been about the business, it's been about the hook. It's been about the hook. See, the business just brings them, but the Jesus is what keeps them. And so this time I want you to remember that. See, I need you back out there talking to my children, building the business. Yes, I need you in It Works, because there's a message out there. I'm bringing each one of them because they have a story. Girl, you got a story. I'm sitting here listening to you. And I'm like, do you not know how many people, just with the little bit that you said, can provide hope for somebody? But then because you love God, and because you understand the highs and you know the lows, you can tell that same person that you motivating to get wealthy, hey, don't forget where you come from though. Because it ain't a lot of peace on that other side. See,
Right.
that's how you've got to take this journey. So are you called to be silent now? No, baby. Now is the time to open your mouth and give yourself. And I'm glad you said that, because Satan would want to see you just be silent and keep all this to yourself and keep your peace. Well, guess what? We were all brought here to be each other's what? Brothers and sister keepers.
Yeah.
We were never meant to be an island on our own. Matter of fact, we know we came from something called tribes. What do tribes do? We help you, I help you, I help you. Don't it
Right.
say it take a tribe to raise a
Right.
village? And hey, girl,
Right.
go be great. There's some
Thank
people
you.
waiting on you. Go be
Thank
great.
you so much for sharing and speaking life into it, because I have been stagnant because of that. I don't really want to do the phone calls or talk to people. It's like I'm afraid, but not really afraid, but cautious. But thank you for that. I do. Thank you, Rachel.
You know it, and I'm just be quiet and let you hear from Lanisa, because you always can hear from me. But I'm gonna tell you this: if it takes your peace, it's not God. And so you will learn to walk in the spirit of discernment. That was one of my words for the year. You just ask him for discernment and he'll give it to you. You ask him for wisdom. That's what the Bible says. You ask for it and he will give you the wisdom. And that's exactly right. You ask him for the wisdom and he will give it to you. If he had you here for a reason, then he will equip you to do the job. And so I'm gonna tell you, I don't let people take my peace. And if I wouldn't be here still if I allow people to take my peace. And so that's not what he desires for you. And if he will show you how to keep your peace in the midst of serving his people and getting them what they need. And once you tap into that, kind of goes back to what was said before, you tap into his strength, you'll move in a way that doesn't make sense to you.
Right.
Because ultimately he's the one who's in control and he's the one that's showing you and leading you and guiding you on what to do. And so, yeah, I'm excited about that.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
asking that. That's good. That's good. It's real good. I know somebody else unmuted. I'm not sure if you had a question or it was just an accident, but that is so good. That is good. I'm trying to figure out how we can wrap that back to just the conversation of belief. And I think there's so many barriers that may be blocking us, but I think really, I don't know why I have this strong pull on my heart today, just about, I don't even know how to even talk about it without talking about it. So there's this strong pull on my heart to fully understand that, and I'm just gonna say that I believe that God has you here to love yourself. I'm just gonna tell y'all that I believe that. I believe that God has you here, and it works on this call tonight to love yourself. And loving yourself is an evolution, and it never stops. I think there's a place that people believe that they come to where they believe they arrived at I love me and I just love me, period. Like, no, you have to choose to love yourself every single day. And it's your actions that dictate or determine or strengthen the love that you have for yourself. And this is the space to do it. This is the space to truly fall in love with who God made you to be. And I'm going to tell y'all straight up, I am sick of not seeing no black people pictures. If y'all don't start taking some doggone pictures, I am sick of it, okay? I am not white. And I love white people, okay? Like, I'm not going to even try to justify it, okay? I love red and yellow, black and white. They are precious in His sight, okay? I love all children, Jesus' children. But most of my market is black. Why do I only have white people pictures to share? And my own. It's a few of y'all. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all. It's because of comparison. It's because, actually, is she out here? She out here? Where she at? Let me see. She not on here. I'm about to send her. Somebody just sent me her pictures. Y'all, she has not been enrolling nobody. And we were on our emerging leaders training, and she was talking about how she not signing nobody. Robin, I got them pictures. I'm going to send them to you. And Miss Yania, she sent it to me finally. What, text her right now. Where she at? Text Precious. A princess. Girl, what's the name? Help, Lord. Sorry. She had not been sharing her doggone pictures. The pictures get the coins.
I'm
The
here
pictures is, oh, there she go. Diamond. Why am I calling you princess?
because Princess is my actual name, but I prefer Diamond.
Okay, see, I'm forgive me. Thank you. I'm like, I know princess. Okay. Them pictures are bomb.
Thanks. I try.
And 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 I should share them to everybody here because if you give me a yes, I'm gonna share them on my page anyway. But the pictures is what tells the story. And there's so many people who start to use they get their kits, they use the products, and they're just I got a certain way, but I'm nowhere near where I want to be. And so you negate where you are. Where you are is where somebody wants to be. Okay? Do you see our community? I was literally sitting with somebody the other day, and because of Bella Body, and you know, but because of Bella Body, I'm just sitting here. I can look at people and I could be like, dang, they are carrying something. And I ain't talking about weight. When you were laying around on I can literally look at somebody and see that now. And I know within myself when I'm carrying something because of what I've learned about loving yourself and knowing where your mind goes, your body follows. And so guess what? As a people, we carry a lot more than other people. And where do we carry it? In our body. We carry it in our body. So much so that we want to lose 100 pounds overnight and think that you're going to stay 100 pounds lighter when you still carrying it. So every pound is going to come back because you're still carrying the weight in your mind. So we have to stop negating the progress that we make here when we say yes, because it's not as great as what we think it's supposed to be. I'll tell you something. Iron sharpens iron. Your circle matters. And so you need to create an It Works circle that's going to hype you up. I am being 100 with y'all. For years, I would send my leadership pictures of me and my panties. And I would look forward every day to get up and take a new panty picture to send to them so they could hype me up. Think I'm playing? I am not playing. I am being maybe there's some of them. There you go. They know. And it's the bikini ones. Okay, straight up. And I would need somebody to hype me up because I believed in these products and I knew my body was changing. And all I had to do is show that picture to somebody and they was like, all right, how I try that? What is that? Even if it was just in my inbox and not something that I posted. I could easily be like, girl, please, you can't tell me these products don't work. If they're not working, it's got a lot to do with you. A lot. But I'm here to help you with that. Like that's my job. My job is to help you figure it out, not for you to. Let me tell you, I've been doing this for 10 and a half years. The people I was talking to 10 and a half years ago, they still need these products. No shade. They still need to be healthy. Most of them still have not changed the trajectory of their life because they were just looking for a quick fix opposed to changing their whole life. And so I don't know who need to hear this tonight, but take the doggone picture and compare the before picture and allow somebody to hype you up and don't negate how far you've come. Because when you celebrate how far you've come, guess what? You'll go further. You'll have the strength that you need to go further. There are times that I have to do it for other people. I'd be like, dang, send me a picture of you. Okay, I'm finna go back in the archives and go find an old picture of you. Don't make me, I'm finna do it before and after of Lanisa so y'all can see it. I remember the first time I seen the old picture of Lanisa, I was like, that is not her. That is not. I was like, that is not Lanisa. It's not her. It was her. And I was like, Jesus. I'm like, dang, like God, for real. I'm for real. It made me think of like I was pregnant with Zoe and I had Zoe, that's what made me think of when I was pregnant with Zoe. And then it was a different person. I was a different person. I was, for real. Amen. So y'all need to take the pictures. Celebrate the progress. And maybe we need to have a little, I don't know. I don't know. You could always share it in the East region, a safe space where you feel like you can share those pictures so that you can be celebrated. Because I'll tell y'all, some of y'all the biggest haters of yourselves. You your number one hater. And it kind of go back to the conversation. If y'all not in Lenice's cozy conversations, go check her page. But in her cozy conversations, they were talking about not loving yourself. And when you don't love yourself, it matters. Miss Felicia said that she shared pics with Lenisa. They shared pictures with you.
Say that again. What now?
She said that she shared pictures.
My before and after has pushed me.
We shared the pics with Lenisa's new group 40
Oh,
and
yes,
over.
yes. Okay, so y'all listen to this. And Rachel, you are so on it. So we in the East region, we are doing a 40 and above group. Everybody
Oh,
over
okay.
40. And how do you market to 40 and above? And one of those, matter of fact, do I have my notes? Y'all might want to take these notes because we the one eating the products. We the one eating the product. Y'all gonna get some our secrets. Hold up. Oh, it's right here. Hold up. All right, these were a couple of things that 40 and above people say they've got to have. Wait, I think I'm gonna be able to tell you, y'all. Oh, here we go. If you're marketing to somebody 40 and above, we are first asking you to tell the truth. Tell the truth. People are exhausted. We ain't trying to figure out if you a scam or whatever. We need to know you are you. So what does that mean? Pick up the phone. We want you to say, hey, let me have your number. Because then if you're giving me your number, then we believe it. Number two, people, we want you to show the brand like it actually is. If you 40, be 40. Put people 40 years old on your page. I want to see me. I don't want to see the 24-year-old Instagram girl. See, some of you all think people don't want to see you. They want to see you because they want to see them in you. So they're saying, hey, I'm going to see people. I want to look like me. Number three, stand for something. Talk about what it feels to be over 40. Talk about the menopause. Talk about the time you're spending with your grandkids, your gardening, your flexibility, that you have gas and indigestion and how your gut health. Be real. Because that's what it is. Everything ain't life is perfect at that. Denise, you know where I was going to go, but I didn't go there, girl. I'm being quiet.
Go there. What is it? Because I ain't 40. So, and I like the garden. So I'm feeling some type of way.
Now, and so, number four,
Go
respect.
ahead. Back up.
What?
Be real. Isn't that what you said? Stand for something and be real.
No,
Yeah, you can
Denise was
share it,
talking-
Lenisa. Yeah, you can share it.
Stand
Okay,
for
so
something and
Denise
be
was
real.
talking about, how, it's really hard sometimes as being in a being, and this is going to bless some young people, some of you young people. She said, Lenisa, my uplines are all younger than me, and they want me to make the posts the way they tell me to make the posts and use the wordings how they tell me to make the wording. And it just doesn't relate to me. What relates to me is that my kids say I fart everywhere. Everywhere I go, I fart. And it wasn't until I start taking the greens that it really helped me, and I can sell it. But if I got on talking about am I farting, my upline would look like, what? That ain't gonna say it, And
Girl,
so,
your upline.
so, here we go. So does that make sense, everybody? All right. So next one, number 4. Respect who's the 40-year-old is in their life stage. Bottom line, get to know them. They want you to know what makes them cry, what makes them scream, what makes them love. Bottom line, they want you to have a relationship with them. And number 5, recognize diversity. No one person is the same. If you try to tell me to do what Billy Bob did and you try to compare me, I'm outing you. I don't even want it at all. So how do you really meet the 40-year-old person? Just be you. We want to know you and we want you to know us. So I'm gonna go buy a product anyway. And we the one got the money, y'all. We trying to live right now. And every product that we putting out and that we coming out with in conference, guess what? We gonna buy it because we still trying to
Okay.
look high school cute.
This is a
But if you
major
don't know how to
stereotype.
talk to us,
Pause
and so
for 5 seconds. Because I feel like you guys are being like cliquish, and I don't know how I feel about it. Because maybe like 29 and under, because and then right at 30 they trying to figure it out, okay? But maybe like a solid 35 and up,
okay,
opposed
we'll
to
give you
like
35.
40 and up, okay?
We'll give you
Especially
35.
if you've had multiple children.
We'll
I
give you
just
30. We'll include you,
okay.
Rachel. We'll include you.
Oh, okay, because I was feeling some type of way, because uh,
No, but no, bottom line,
I'm just like,
the people that are buying the product are 35 and up. We're the ones that got the money. We're the ones that want to stick and stay with you. We're the ones that say, if we like that collagen, we ride or die. Ain't nobody coming to take that collagen from me. Y'all, if something happened to me tomorrow, I'm still sticking and staying with every product I got. Because that's what we want. We know what's good for us.
okay,
So,
period.
Nicole, Desiree, Kia, Shanita, Marie, Cherish, Shaquina, Cassandra, y'all, if you are not showing you everywhere you go and listening and looking for the problem, not hiding. I'm talking when you go to the grocery store, when you go to wash your clothes at the laundromat, when you go pick up your child at the car line, you looking for who can I help because I got a message. That's what we're talking about, y'all. That's what you got. But if you don't understand what you got, and the reason you don't, because you ain't doing it yourself, that's why it ain't growing. Y'all, I know what we got over here. Go take the pictures. I promise if you stay consistent, just do I don't even know your situation. If you just do the 30-day drop, add your greens to it, all right? And add some wraps to it. Make sure you add the burn. You just do them and the aloe. You're going to be all right. Just stay consistent. I promise you're going to be all right. You're going to have a before and after. I promise. Give it 90 days. If anybody want to give it 90 days, and if it don't work for you, I'll pay the money back for you. All your investment. I promise. Rachel, go on to tap it in. Who's in for that challenge? If you don't see a difference and you go on those products, I don't even know your situation. But if you use those products and you do it right, consistent and what's consistently, just read the flap. It's got the instruction in there. They don't even leave nothing for you to guess no more. Do it for 90 days. You're going to have a heck of a before and after. That's when you're going to show up and love you. And I promise other stuff is going to come out. But are you disciplined enough to do? We back to that question.
Can I say something? I've been on a 30-day drop with the super greens and the burn. I wrapped a couple of times. And do I still have a stomach? Yes, but it's going down. My energy. I'm excited for my 30-day results. I'm
Take
excited
pictures
for my
out though.
60-day. I've been taking pictures. Go to my page. I've been documenting every single
Everybody
day
go look up Miss Denise right quick.
on my reels. I have a reel every single day that I'm on a 30-day drop since April 1st. Every single day.
Love it. That's
Putting myself on the spot now, but I mean, like, I told myself that was my way of like being bold, stepping out, going for it, and being a part of the 40 group. I'm just like, I felt like I had permission. So
I love it. I love it. Yes, you do have permission.
Let's go.
Guys, that's what I'm talking about, everybody on this call.
You better live. That's what I'm talking about. This is awesome. We looking at Miss Denise. This is awesome.
Okay,
Y'all
she
go
doing
check Miss
it. All right.
But y'all
I
check
see you
Miss
come
Denise
out.
out.
That's
Miss
good.
Denise, you shining, girl. Get
I
it.
get,
I
see,
see you.
Rachel is right. You show your little before and afters and stuff, and it feels good to be recognized. I'm not in it for the recognition. I'm in it to help others and let others see that if I could do it, you could do it too. Look at me. I got a big old stomach I'm trying to get rid of. I'm learning how to love myself again. I want to take off the stigma of people have of MLM and be like, look, these products are working for a woman like me, 50 years old, menopausal. So anytime I put up my reels, I'm putting up menopause, woman over 40, woman over 50, losing the stomach melting. Anything that relates to me is what I'm putting down as a hashtag.
And you everywhere with the food. Miss Denise, I'm telling
Everywhere.
you now, you don't know me, Miss Denise, but
Mhm.
I gotta step up my real game. After looking at your page, I've been hiding too long.
It's an
I gotta
easy way to
step
get
it
real
up. You looking
every
good
single
and you
day.
doing well. I'm so
I,
proud of
I
you.
Yeah.
I want to speak to the recognition portion. Let me just give you guys a different perspective about recognition. We do give to give. We do. Colossians 3:23 should be why you do what you do. However, there is nothing wrong with feeling good about
Mm,
God using us. I don't believe that there is anything wrong with sharing your testimony and feeling good about the opportunity for it to bless somebody else. Um, when we think about, I think we sometimes have our perception of what God desires for us misconstrued.
mm.
Guess what? God wants you to prosper, whatever that means for you. Prospering for me may not mean the same thing for you. And if recognition is a part of what gives you the courage to say yes, I mean, granted, we're not going after those things, but there's nothing wrong with your heart being encouraged. And so you don't have to negate that. It feels good to bless other people with your story,
Thank you.
but you're not doing it for them. That's the
That's
biggest
right.
thing.
There you go.
You're doing it for him.
My mind is transformed when I put up a post is with intention and is that I'm serving. So
Yes, that's
even
exactly.
if I get one like, it's okay because I know people see it. I'm not even worrying about that, But again, ladies, it's an easy way to get reels up every day. And eventually my creative juices will come. But I want people to see the whole entire journey from my whole 90 days and beyond. Because usually when we see before and afters, it's usually where they started 6 months ago or a year ago, and then now. And they're like, "Oh, how you got there?" But no one have seen the struggle all the way through. And I don't look pretty all the time, but it's the real for me, and it's okay. It's okay. So I'm hoping others will relate, and I hope I'm pleasing God, and that's just that. So I feel it's my time. Just pray for me, y'all. Just pray for me.
Well,
Give me strength. Pray for me.
what you gonna say, Ladisa, before
No,
I say
I'm just
something?
loving it. I'm just, Denise knows. I don't even have to say
Okay,
anything.
well, let me interject in.
Yeah, she just,
Up, you do look pretty.
Thank you. Yeah. And
Period. Cause guess what? I don't care how I look. I look pretty when I look
mm,
ratchet. Nah. And I dare somebody say else, and it's my page. Period.
mm,
Yes,
I'm
you
in the
do.
health and wealth business. Yeah. So like I
You do
need
look pretty.
thank you. Thank you.
And I think that you have to don't tell yourself that you don't look pretty just because you're not put together in a way that
what
society thinks
standard?
that
And
yeah,
that's
what
what Denise,
standard?
right. Denise got to stop looking at everybody else. Denise know that.
Yeah,
Look at you, Denise.
yeah,
That
Mhm.
comparison game, girl.
yeah.
And that's Denise's biggest thing, comparison. And you got everything in you, everything in you. Actually, you got more than most. She got, y'all, if I told you everything but this one right there, this one's certified vegan. When she said restaurant? Oh, this one, no. Oh, she bow to health. Oh, she could teach me some things.
Well, then you better start teaching on your social media, girl. Listen, people
But she
will
running because it's
watch
deeper.
that for hours.
The weight
They will watch
starting.
your page for hours, literally.
You
They
know
will
what
be
it
doing
is.
research trying to find vegan recipes that they never gonna make. Cause it's me. It's me sometimes. So,
Mhm.
anyways, I'm being honest. So you get your views up real nice. People just curious about some recipes that they ain't never gonna do.
Mhm.
Send it to their friends and family. Talk about some girl, let's make this. When?
Denise, continue. Go be great, girl.
Thank you.
Share
Thank
That's
you,
good.
regardless of what you think the world thinks. I want you to share you, whatever that looks like.
Mhm.
Yes.
Thank you.
So good. I didn't even realize we were to time, but I tell you guys, I am so excited about walking in a space of authenticity and falling in love with who God called you to be, because I think the more that you love yourself and the more you allow yourself to just be, and if you haven't taken the time to unfollow the people who make you feel some type of way about your life so that you can be, because when you get on social media is a part of your job. And not only do you need to be when you are out and walk in that confidence when you are out and about, you also need to show up the same way that you would show up out and about online. But really, it's showing up in real life and then just allowing them to get a glimpse of it on social media, right? So as you show up in real life, you're able to share that on social media so that they can see, and inspire as you are inspired. If it inspires you, then it's worthy of your social media. And it doesn't matter who you think that. And I think that's a good place for everybody to start, even just going through the end of this month. And I think I'm going to just allow this to go on. You got to get off, you got to go on. But I feel like we need to extend this a little bit, especially with conference coming up. But one of the biggest ways that I first started building my social media is sharing what I think is tight. When I shared what I liked, it attracted people who like me. Share what you like, what you genuinely like, what genuinely would bless you, what would genuinely make you feel better, what would encourage you in the moments that you are down. I promise you, it will resonate with somebody else. It will. It will resonate with somebody else. And then conference is next week. So let me just say this before where is the 35 and up club? Because we coming. Me and the anyways, uh, next week is conference. Let me say this: next week is conference, and the day should be shut down. You really should have the day shut down so that you can truly plug in and be present, virtually, however you are tuning in. Um, I just have a stir in my spirit that this will be a conference that, if you allow it to, it will equip you. And I don't know, Lenisa knows, I don't know, but it will equip you to feel more confident in building your business. I'm gonna tell y'all,
I
I'm a product tester for the new product. I'm gonna tell y'all that this just this portion, and I ain't messing up this time. But I'm gonna tell
please don't.
y'all for real, I'm not, because the crazy thing about it is, I told my leadership, I said, like, there is no way that I would spill this, because it's going to blow your mind, and it's almost going to be a rebirth of your business. I don't even know how to even express it other than that. Like, for people who have been here for 6, 7, 8 years plus, it will be a rebirth for your business, and it's going to blow your mind because of what's coming. And it's going to be something that, like Lenisa said at the beginning, that our people want. Like,
Okay, so
absolutely one. Mhm.
can I say this? Lydia, get your list together. Get your list together. And she know what I'm talking about. Go get your potential list together. Because you're gonna kill it with the new product. You're gonna kill it. You're gonna kill
You
it. You're
are, for
gonna
real.
kill it. Everybody on this call, I need you to come prepared for conference with at least 100 potential names. And how you get these potential names, I need you to think about every friend that you know. And I need you to pick up the phone and say, hey, girl, if you got paid to lose weight or to get fine, would you do it? Yeah, girl, come on. Is that a stupid question? Girl, yeah. Okay, bye. Just put your name. I'm gonna give you a call back. I'll call you back. Next call. Hey, girl. Hey, are you about that money? If you got paid to get that booty right and to get healthy, would you get paid? What you do? What you do? What you
If
do?
you got paid
Yeah,
to get
so
that
okay,
booty
bye.
right,
I'm gonna
what you
put you
do?
down. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you. Hey, girl. Hey, if you feeling like, would you like to lose that stomach? I want 100 names. Bring them ready for conference. That's how the conversations go when you out and about. Girl, I ain't got time, but would you want to get paid if you lose it? I heard you talking about them. What? You what? Yeah, okay, I just got to put you. I ain't got a lot of time to talk. Need 100 names. This is going to bless you. This is going to bless you. But it's going to start with you. And the reason this is going to bless you, because what is getting ready, I'm telling y'all, the only reason you're not winning, oh, Jesus. I'm trying to see how not to say what I want to say. The only reason you choose not to win with what's getting ready to happen is going to be you. Because if you understand who Old School It Works used to be, you have the opportunity now in a whole nother way to go and reinvent the wheel in a loud way. And one thing you know about the Black community, we are some vanity people, and we will pay for it. If you show it to me, I will do it if I believe it's going to help me look cute. So I'm telling you, if you don't win in this next quarter, it is you. And I mean that. Get the discipline, guys. Get the discipline. Come ready for conference. And I mean, get the discipline. I always used to say last year, my last year saying last year was pain. We running from pain, but you either got to have the pain of disappointment or the pain of discipline. And I'm going to tell you, the pain of discipline, I'm going to sign up for it every day. I'm hurting like heck right now. I'm in that gym, and in that gym more than I ever. But you know what? I'm going to keep sewing. I'm going to keep going, because I know what my daddy is doing. He strengthened me in the gym because there's some battles that I got to face out here in this world. And if I know I can take it in there, oh, I can control this body out here. I know the calling on my life right now. I'm not afraid of the discipline anymore. I know it hurts, but I also refuse to have the pain of disappointment. I know what that looks like. I know the crying nights. I know the wonder how I'm gonna eat. I know I'm tired of wondering if it's for me and not for me. I'm tired of seeing, oh, woe me. I'm tired of seeing, whoa, Lord, if it's gonna happen to me this time or not gonna happen. I'm tired of that. Oh, I know what that looked like. That ain't happening. I'm taking this ship back in my hands and I'm turning it. But you guess what? You can't turn a ship without using some force. You gotta be right there invested. You gotta go with it. You gotta move with it. And I love the analogy that you put, iron sharpens iron, man. So tonight, are you going to be determined to be an iron or a piece of wood? What are you going to be? And if you're going to be iron, it takes some curing. That means you got to put under the fire. Wood don't get no fire, y'all, because it's going to be consumed up. So that it pleases a little pain. Fire's pain. But it's getting you right ready for what God got for you. So this quarter, there better be some promotions. This quarter, there better be some cash making, just cash making. If you just make some cash with this one, forget the other stuff. Lydia, go be great. Go be great. Because this was Cash Queen, y'all. Y'all didn't know that Lydia back in the day, man, making $600 just saying, like Oprah Winfrey, you need a rap, you need a rap, you need a rap. I don't know what they do, but you need a rap, you need a rap. I don't know how they doing it, but that rap, $600 a week, y'all. You hear that? Get back to that. Get back to that, everybody. Because I know everybody around you need a rap. If you were carrying them and said, what's that? Oh, that can help it. What, girl, how much is that? 25. Can I get 3? Yeah, girl, you can put them on auto ship. They come to your house every day. Girl, put me on that. Y'all, come on, do you see? Y'all have overcomplicated. Go share you. If nothing else, our community love to be cute. Go help us be cute. So go ahead, Rachel.
No, that's good. I'm just listening. And yes, I would probably say, I don't even know. Drop a one in the comments if you've been here longer than five years. Drop a 1 in the comments if you've been here for longer than 5 years. What is this? So that would be 20. I would even say 6 because 5 years is still pretty young. But I would say that most of the, maybe 6 or 7 years, but most of the people who have been here 7 years plus know what sample cash really looks like. Not coffee cash. We're not talking about coffee cash. When I built my house, it was hashtag house that raps built. Why? Because raps built my house. They did. It was raps that built my house. And it was slanging raps. It was my team slanging raps. It was my team putting that money in their pocket. That's how we built our house. And so Lanisa is giving you some very good clues here about how you're going to be able to take your business to the next level. And so if you've never rapped before, you'll have the opportunity to put it on your auto ship next your subscription next week for sure. You will definitely be putting raps on your auto shipment next week. So if you have not rapped, you need to rap. So if you have a rap at your house, go ahead and put that thing on. Okay, it's not that deep. You acting like your customers. I got a customer with like 4 bags of wraps, and I'm like, and I'm gonna be, if I can, we probably need to have a whole call about this. If she lived within an hour vicinity of me, I would be at her house to put that doggone wrap out on her. And so if you have local customers who have wraps and you have not went to their house to physically put that wrap on, you need to do it. You need to do it. And the only reason you haven't done it is because you ain't rapping yourself. So if you rap yourself, you'll hold them to that same accountability, because if they put that wrap on and they see their results, they drink their water, never allow somebody to tell you that the rap did not work, and they don't send you pictures. That's just a rule of thumb. It didn't work. Okay, send me your pictures. How much water did you drink? And if they don't have pictures, baby, you don't get to tell me it didn't work. You need to try again. Go ahead and use that second wrap, and let's take the picture before that one. You have to be confident in your product, because I'm going to tell you, out of 10 and a half years of using these wraps, I've never had someone not have results. Not once. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, the stomach comes up before it goes in. You heard that? The stomach comes up before it goes in. I'm not being shady. And you always focus on the belly button. If you focus on the belly button area, that's how you're able to see the results. But again, 1 is a treat, 3 is a treatment, 9 is a procedure, right? And so be okay with saying, like, you did 1 treat, baby, do a whole treatment. Like, let's do all 3. Now, I love that you got some results to encourage your heart, but let's go ahead and do the whole treatment. And so I'm excited. It's going to be very good. Make sure that you are plugged in. Make sure that you kind of going, let's go full circle back to what Miss Denise said at the beginning. It's not about will it work for you. It is going to work for me. So everything that's coming at conference is for me. It's not, oh, this nice. Somebody about to kill it. No. Or this could work for me. Oh, I might make some money. Or man, I could make so much money from this. No, I'm gonna make some money. You walk out of conference like, this is mine. So many people are not willing to say, I'm earning that bonus. I'm going diamond. I'm going double. I'm going to the ranch. Like, doggone it. Bump the gear. Earn the gear on the way to the ranch. Earn the gear on the way to the island. How many people do you have to bless on the way to the island? Instead of worrying about, I mean, like, if you're in a place of comparison, stop listening to the things that make you to feel that. Stop listening to the things that make you feel that. We had a call with Ashley Mayfield. If you want the recording, just hit me up. I'll send it to you. Or maybe I think it's in the East region. I think she posted it. We had a call with Ashley Mayfield, and she talked about the difference between quality over quantity when it comes to customers. Quality over quantity. There may be somebody out here signing 80 plus customers for one product. And I don't know that, because the girl who I know is signing 80 customers, she ain't signing them on one product. But let's just say that somebody is signing 80 customers and they all want product. And you sign 20 customers and it's the same amount of volume. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Run your own race. I could easily be like, dang, I need to be in the gym every single day like Lanisa, because I want my booty to pop like that, and my abs and my glutes and my deltoids, whatever they call it. I might want, I could be like that, but that ain't my story. So if I'm not inspired by what Lanisa is doing, then I don't need to be looking at that. And then I also need to do some soul searching to figure out why I feel some type of way, instead of being inspired by what it is that she's doing and then encouraging me to get off my butt and do what I'm supposed to do for me. You got to do the work. You have to be willing to do the work, and you have to stop sitting on your butt. Doing work is not sitting on your butt. When you do the work, you have to move. There is motion. And so getting off of here, you need to be in motion and not be consumed by the internet. Because like one of these, I think she on here. Where the New York people at? Who on here from the New York area? Y'all be talking about what's ghetto. I mean, they be talking about what's ghetto. I don't know if that's just a New York thing, but they be talking about what's real nice and ghetto. Okay, y'all do. Okay, thank you. Enlighten me, because my New York people say that all the time. They be like, that's ghetto. They always say that. It's like, that's ghetto. It's time to actually start to do the work instead of sitting on social media all day. You get on social media to give, you get on social media to connect. I promise you, if you make phone calls, it'll go way further than the messages. I'm not saying don't send messages, but the phone calls will go way further than the messages. Every customer that I've signed this month has been from a phone call. It's been from a phone call. And my close rate is so much higher on the phone. I got like a 90% close rate. If it's not 90%, it's the sign date.
So can I ask a question? Because if you still on here, it's because you want to be on here. So if you don't want to be on here and we done going over, please jump off. But I love that question. Who on here is afraid to use your voice? Who's not talking to their people? And I just need you to be real. Who is not? Come on, talk to me.
Me.
Put a 1 in the chat if you're not talking. It's me, Shanitra. Who else? One, Jenny's not at all the time. Shanika, okay. Cassandra, not enough. Y'all, come on. Come on. Come on. Y'all know better. What if, and let's just be real. What if Rachel and I did the call like this every night? Rachel, go off. Go off. Oh, well, wait. I will leave a voicemail. It's so great that you all showed up tonight on the Excellence class. Well, we want you to know is that, hey, hold on, Rachel's next.
And I'm here. How y'all doing tonight?
Girl, you know, Rachel, if they were hearing us right now, if we could see them, they would want to know what's going on in It Works Land. Well, let's tell you what's going on in It Works Land. We've got y'all wouldn't show up every freaking week, month for that. You would not. But that's what you're doing, your potential customers and your potential distributors. You're feeding the same little over and over and over. Let me send out this script. Let me send out this, what I was supposed to say. I'm a little better. So I'm going to say, well, what would you like? How can I help you? You all know we are relationship people. That's why you show up over here. You want to see our faces. You want to hear our voice. You want to hear the passion. You want to be encouraged. Somebody even over here said, why are you doing it once a month? Can we come over here and do it once a week? Well, I want to know, what are you doing? Are you talking to somebody once a week for us to come over? Because I'll be right here if you're talking, man. I'm telling you, I'm going to be right here every week because that's what the people need. That's what we want. I know if you came in COVID, okay, I know if you came in during COVID, please hear me on this. Please hear me on this. Please hear me on this. And most of you did. When you came in, you were taught a system that may have said, talk on here or do like this or send text messages. Why? Because it was for a season. Y'all, for a season, we had VHR tapes. That's the only way you were going to see a tape. You were going to see a movie. That was the only way you were going to record. But most of you all don't even know what a VHCR or all of that is. You listening to me like, what did she just say? A VCR? What's she talking about? We all record with your phones. What I'm saying is what worked in that season, it's time for you to come out of that season. And I know it may be scary, but what brought you to this company was not the products, it was your testimonial. And your people cannot hear your testimonial and the things God has brought you through you being silent. You don't even go to church and be silent. You go to church for community. Well, guess what? God said, take this to church, but y'all scared to even let your church people know because you don't want to talk about it. Please do not get off this call without promising us. Promise yourself that you're not going to hide the gifting that God has given you, which is that he helped you come through whatever you've come through. And somebody needs that information and they can't get it through a text message. They can't get it through a post. They get it through you opening your mouth and saying, hey, let me share with you what he did for me. And by the way, I got some great products. Please make that promise to yourself. And that goes back to loving you. Because if you really love you, you so happy that you coming through or that you came through that you like, shoot, I want to tell everybody. Because, man, this freed me. I'm in a place, I'm going to keep growing. And it's something about, because you have a joy and just sharing that testimony, God has a way of keep telling you, putting you in front of people to share that same testimony. And it may just be that one testimony over and over. Before you know, you got a crowd of people around you that you done shared that. And you got a group of people now, it's your tribe. And you're thinking, Dak, how did all this happen? And God said, I just been waiting for you to share that one testimony. How you came through. And now you got a whole team of people taking the It Works products, and it was really about you sharing that one testimony. Stop thinking, guys, it's just about the product, please. That's why you're not opening up your mouth. I know that. Let me tell you why. Don't let it be a sale somewhere with some cute clothes or some discount on some red bottoms or desert. Oh, we telling our friends real quick. We ain't got a problem going and say something. Please tell me we wouldn't go say it. We're going to go tell it. We're going to open up our mouth. So it's not that we can't talk. It's that the enemy has you afraid to talk. And you're afraid to talk because you think somebody's going to judge you, or that you're already judging yourself, that you don't think you deserve to win. Please open your mouth. A closed mouth does not get fed. And that is why many of you are not eating right now.
I'm looking at the date that most of you guys signed, and I'm gonna say there is one thing that I am fighting for, and Lenny, so we've talked about it, and we'll talk about it more after this. But there's this one thing that I'm fighting for, and despite the fact that we don't have it, a lot of you guys are missing out on a large component, including myself, a large component of what your business could be or what it should be, because most of y'all have no idea how to even do it. But I truly believe that It Works is in a place where they desire to equip us to be back in that space. And
And
so
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I do. I had a call today, and just to give you confirmation, yes, Rachel, that is already being worked on. All of that. Assets and all.
okay, yeah, absolutely. Because and once that happens, and even before then, even just pressing towards the mark as God is working it out, and getting out there and putting that wrap on people, and demoing the products, and being in that place where you're willing to share your business with any and everybody. I promise you it'll transform everything. It really will. It will transform your business. And I know for me personally, that's something that I want to lead from the front with, because it's something that I actually love to do. Like absolutely love it. Love it. I was actually just looking at my husband talking at a rap party a few years back. It's just what we did. And so I'm excited about that, because I'm seeing how young you guys are in the business, and most of y'all have never even
No,
seen
no.
that. You don't even know what that even means. And so I'm excited for you guys to take your business to the next level. But we will hop off of here. We're gonna have Miss Lanisa pray us out, and I will see you guys. Maybe we'll have to do something before, because we got conference coming up, and so we'll have to do some fun excitement just to launch off May or something. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you, Lanisa.
All right, dear Lord, dear Lord, dear Lord, we thank you, we thank you, we thank you. We give you all the praise, we give you all the honor. Lord, thank you for empowering us with so much knowledge, so much understanding, but more importantly, so much wisdom. Lord, we thank you for the speakers of this evening. We thank you for the participants of this evening. And we thank you for the doors that have been opened in the souls of everyone that was able to be a part of this opportunity tonight. And for those that will hear it on the replay, see, this door of opportunity basically says that you are waiting there for them to show up and understand that they are your child, and that all you're calling them to be is just the best version of themselves. And the more they fight to know who they are as your child, as the beautiful being that you knew would be right now in this time and place, that you have a purpose for each and every one of them. They will never ever go on another day without joy in their heart, without peace in their soul, because they understand the love that you have given to them for them to give others. Because in the end, remember, when they love themselves, that's how they're going to love their neighbor. So thank you for the transformation, Lord. Thank you for the breakthroughs. In Jesus' name, I pray these and all other prayers. Amen, amen, and amen. Love you guys. Good night.